Hey everybody, Harry Newhan here. Glad you could join me today. Excited about this week. I'm excited about this week. Got some exciting things to share with you. And I wanted to start off today, and we talked a little bit, last week in the introduction about first quarter's over. Now we're into the second quarter. And today obviously is the 10th. Happy Easter everybody. Hope you had a great time with your families. I know I did. I had a terrific time. Got a chance to have dinner with my daughter and her fiance. So hope you had a great time too. Anyway, what I wanted to do is not so much, well, two things. I want to give you for those, some of you are going to get this as new information, new ideas, new strategies for some, and for others, it's going to be a reminder service, just to spark what you were thinking at the end of 2022 when you made your goals and you set your goals for 2023. And we're titling this Unlocking the Disciplines and Strategies to Success, because there are certain disciplines and strategies that successful people do and use. And when I mean success, I'm using monetary numbers as a gauge, as a marker. Success means different to a lot of different people. For me, it's helping enough people get what they want. I automatically get what I want. And so I love what I do. I love training. I love teaching. I love sharing the things that I went through, the disciplines and strategies that I went through to reach the levels of monetary success that most people dream of. And so sharing those and helping other people is what I do. It's what I strive for. It's what I love to do, and I try to get to more and more people. So today is going to hopefully stimulate your thinking and really crank up the second quarter, because we're in the second quarter. And it's time to take inventory. If you haven't already, take inventory of what your goals were when you started the year 3 months ago, 90 days ago. So we're in the second 90-day plan here, the second 90-day segment. So what were your targets? And each day this week, I'm going to share something different that you can stack on top of each other. And if you really metabolize, eat this information, study it, metabolize it, you will notice a tremendous change in your business and what you do and how you do it and how good you get. So as a reminder service, again, for some, for others, it's going to be new stuff. But I want to talk about today's topic is going to be your daily method of operation. What is your DMO? DMO stands for daily method of operation. First of all, identifying that you have one. So what is your daily method of operation? Is it enough to get you what you set, the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year? Are you doing enough? In other words, do the math, because this could be where you're off. Doing the math and finding out, okay, if my end of the year goal was this, I'm already 25% through the year. Am I 25% toward my goals? And it's important to have these numbers. Now, there's two things that need to happen. One is increase your numbers, or two, decrease your goals. Because if you're not 25% to where you anticipated to being and where your goal was, you've got to make the adjustments, make the change. So some of the things, the bullet points that I highlighted for this call here is doing the math and identifying what it is that you're off on, or could be off on, or maybe you're ahead. Some of you are ahead of where you were. Is it time to adjust your goals so that you can continue to stretch and reach? So it's important not to confuse busy work with productive work. See, as network marketers, as independent operators, as entrepreneurs of your own business, whichever level, direct salespeople, whatever level, wherever category you fit into, it's important to understand, what do we do? Well, we use our product, we promote our brand, and we talk to people to get customers and get new recruits to build our business. Everything else is busy work. If we're not recruiting and selling, we're just staying busy. So are you prospecting enough? Are you following up enough? Are you doing the daily method of operation, the daily activities necessary for you to equal the goals you want? So I was doing, and by the way, who are you accountable to? Are you accountable to yourself? Are you accountable to a partner, a spouse, someone that's working with you? Or do you have a coach? Are you accountable to somebody? So what you do on a daily basis has gotten you where you are. Is it enough for what you want? Now, it's not, what I want you to have is totally different than what you want to have, obviously. So I had a client last week that I was talking to, and they said that they wanted to get this much at the end of the year. I said, okay, let's break that down to a month. She says, okay, great. So we got what that number was for the month. And then she said, my daily activity is going to be 5 reach outs a day. I said, okay, well, let's do the math on that. How many, you want to make this much money, how many clients do you need? You work backwards. How many clients do you need to make that kind of money? Well, she goes, it varies because I make different kinds of money, different kinds of people. I said, okay, let's take an average. She said, okay. So we got how many clients you need. How many appointments do you need to get that many customers? And they gave me a number, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4, whatever your number is. It's important that you do the math for your business and your prospecting efforts and your talent and your ability to convert and close. So she gave me that number, and then I said, okay, so you have to get that many appointments to make that many sales, and you need that many sales to equal that many money. How many reach outs do you need to do to make that many appointments? And the numbers didn't match up. I said, well, you're not setting yourself up to win. It's important that you set yourself up to win. So if the daily reach outs aren't enough to get you the appointments necessary to get the sales ratio, closing ratio, to equal the income that you're shooting for at the end of the year, then there's got to be some adjustments. I said, let's talk about your presentation. Maybe we can increase the percentage on your presentation so you get a higher close rate. So that's what we really narrowed down to is improving the quality of the presentation to generate a higher close ratio. So this is important that you do the math for your own business. This is a key entrepreneurial strategy, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a beauty salon, whether it's a real estate office, whether it's a network marketing business. If you don't know what your numbers are, it's hard to, it's like putting a blindfold on, turning you around, and here's a bow and arrow. You hit the target. You have no idea where the target is because you've been blindfolded and you're spinning around. So doing the math will really let you hone in on your daily method of operation, on what you have to do, how much you have to do of it to get to where you want to go. So hopefully you understand this. If not, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to break it down for you. Now, Jim Rohn, one of my early mentors, and this was really hard for me. He said, you're earning exactly what you're worth. Like it or not, agree or not, it's the hard truth. The exciting part, the good news is you can become worth more. See, the marketplace pays for value. Many of you have heard this before. Marketplace pays for value. And Jim Rohn, there's a famous phrase of Jim's that you see on the internet a lot, see on Facebook a lot. It says that a few simple disciplines repeated every single day over a period of time equals fortune. But rarely do you see the other half of that. And this is where a lot of us fall in the trap. The other half of that is a few simple errors in judgment repeated every single day over a period of time equals pennies, equals sicknesses, equals being overweight, equals being financially strapped. It's why so many people, a mass amount of people, by the time they hit 60 years old, they're usually not feeling well. They most likely are overweight. They're most likely dependent on somebody else for financial support. So you got overweight, sick, and underfunded. And this didn't just happen from 55 to 60. This didn't happen this year. It didn't happen because you got laid off last week. It happened because a few simple errors in judgment repeated over years and years and decades that equals pennies and unhealthiness. It's eating the wrong things. And I'm not telling you how to eat. I'm just saying that the equation, a few simple disciplines over the few simple errors. So what is your daily method of operation? As an independent business owner, as the president, founder, and chairman of the board of your own business, what are your daily disciplines that you are doing? Is this a wake-up call when you do your quarterly evaluation, your 90-day evaluation? The first quarter's over. You don't want to wait till the end of the year to look back at your goals and say, oh my God, I'm so far off. No. You want to do it now so you go into the next 90-day period with a different mentality, with a different strategy, with different disciplines. if you want to hit the goals that you're trying to reach. Now, if you did already and you're stretching, now it's time to fix and refine and continue to improve your daily method of operation. Remember, because Jim Rohn, he said that you're earning exactly what you're worth. So if you want to earn more, you got to be worth more. The marketplace pays for value. So what is it that you're doing? And how are you doing it? How much of it are you doing? And is it getting you to where you want? If it's not, it's time to make the adjustments. Now, today is just the first segment here. All week long, I'm going to give you guys value in advance, little things. Actually, they're big things. 5 segments every day at 12 o'clock noon. Tune in, spread the word, let people know. Anybody in your downline, upline, crossline, this is free value in advance, because Saturday I'm doing a free workshop, 2 to 3 hour workshop. We're going to do some hot seats, going to bring people on and find out what their biggest barrier is, and we're going to fix and refine and give you some ideas to stimulate your thinking to really crash this second quarter and knock out your numbers. So that's going to be happening all week long, every day at noon, and then Saturday at 12 noon. The registration link for the free workshop is in the Facebook group right here below this video. I'm going to post this video once it uploads, and you'll see the link. So register free, get in on that workshop, come ready with pen and paper, take notes, spread the word. I am going to record it, so if for any reason at all you can't see the whole thing or you can't be there, you got plenty of time to work it into your schedule. It's going to blow you guys away. It's going to knock your socks off. And we'll talk about more of that through the week. So that's going to be register for free. We'll get you the recording if for some reason you can't be there, and go from there. So just register and again spread the word. So that's it for today, and we will continue to add little quips and important tactics and strategies for unlocking the disciplines and strategies to have a successful second quarter and beyond, to blow it out of the water. If you're behind, it'll catch up and more, if you're willing to do the work and if you're willing to be teachable. All right, everybody, have a great day. God bless. Talk to you tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time. Have a great day. Bye.